Hello and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming series. I am the Crushinator, and tonight I will be bringing you this Division B Northeast matchup between Team Gobby Legs and ReGen Ghost. We're going to be jumping straight into our first match here, but before we do, quick run over of the map bans. Infernal Shrines, Cursed Hollow, Praxis Holdout, and Battlefield of Eternity have been banned away, and ReGen Ghost are bringing us to Tomb of the Spider Queen. So let's jump right into that draft. We should be starting right about now. Hope you're all having a fantastic evening. We're here on a Tuesday night, not quite halfway through the week. Are you tired already? Because I am. It's been, it's been a long day. I've been on the exercise train, which is, it's a lot. I think I just got to get my diet right to get the energy flowing in the right places, because right now, I'm tired. But I'm working hard. I'm going to stick with it. I keep at it until we get where we want to be, which is just being happy overall and energetic. I think a diet change is going to be a big part of that. Uther band coming on out here for Team Gobby Legs. Uther, one of the most flexible heroes in the meta right now. Can fit. Some people argue Uther can't be an offlaner. I would argue that he can definitely be an offlaner with the right talents and on the right maps. But we won't get to see that here, as Uther has been taken off the board, as has Tychus here by ReGen Ghost. Tychus is an interesting one. Tychus was at the top of the meta not too long ago, like at the point where you would just first pick him if he was up and available. But lately he's kind of settled back into that, you know, he's still pickable, but sometimes you wait. Sometimes you wait to see if your kill target is up front, if you want to make sure that there's not too much threat on that front line for Tychus to deal with. Still kind of a strong generalist, but not quite in the same way he was a couple months ago. Johanna? Man, my voice is just not having it right now. Goodness me. Sorry about that. Johanna, the band here for Team Gobby Legs. Still one of the premier tanks, specifically on Tomb of the Spider Queen, due to that wave clear factor. And May, sometimes called Johanna too, especially here on Tomb of the Spider Queen, is going to be taken out here by ReGen Ghost. So, I mean, unless they're planning on going Stitches, the wave clear is going to have to come from a source that is not the main tank for both of these teams. Team Gobby Legs thinking about their first pick here. Going with the Kael'thas, so lock it in. That easy wave clear right off the bat. I like that pickup here. Kael'thas isn't quite seen as much anymore, but on a map like Tomb of the Spider Queen, I cannot talk. Shit, I'm so sorry. On a map like Tomb of the Spider Queen, where everything is so compact, I think Kael'thas both has room to escape fights if necessary, and also room to cut off corridors with that Flame Strike and really work with that Living Bomb. So I'll let it go this time, is what I'm saying. Diablo Brightwing coming on through from Mongoose and Andrew. A little bit of a small map for Brightwing, but, you know, the value of Brightwing doesn't just come through globals. Brightwing's just a great, you know, anti-spell AoE healer. Hard to go wrong with the Fairy Dragon. The response is going to be Raynor and Leoric, so some very strong siege damage possible through Kael'thas and Raynor. Team Gobby Legs just going to try to drive it home with those two picks. And Leoric is a very safe offlaner on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Having that Wraith Walk escape makes Leoric a very reliable piggy bank for those gems. Stukov going to be taken off the table here by ReGen Ghost. Great generalist healer. The Silent Zone is always very difficult to deal with. Team Gobby Legs, they're looking at the Diablo, they're looking at the Brightwing. They're going to take the Chromie off the board here. Chromie did receive a nerf in the last patch round, so that would be why I would expect Chromie didn't go in the first round and made it to the mid-ban. But again, for similar reasons to Kael'thas, this being such a small map, Chromie can abuse that range even more and play super, super safely here on Tomb of the Spider Queen. ReGen Ghost going with the Sonya Maev. So some good beef coming on through for the red side here. Littlerock going to be on the Maev. So that's where the wave clear is coming from for ReGen Ghost. Maev with that shade going on out is pretty good on the wave clear. So I expect to see Maev rotating on through with the main group. Aaron on the Sonya. Going to be a good match here for Leoric. Sonya isn't quite as safe in that bottom lane in terms of escape, so the shot calls are going to have to be strong to keep Aaron safe. Lumi and Norseman going to lock in Garrosh and Anduin here. Garrosh, a pretty scary front line there, and taking away, or going with the Anduin to try to find some saves, possibly from those Diablo engages. And it's going to be Orphea here for Dubsy613. A favorite on the mage front, to be sure. Not quite the same wave clear capabilities as something like a Kael'thas, just due to the fact that Orphea really has to step up into the wave and a little bit unsafely to do so. But wave clear looks good on both sides. Got a Diablo versus a Garrosh, a nice counter pick there coming out from Team Gobby Legs. It's really going to be up to ReGen Ghost here to make sure that this Garrosh doesn't just rule the roost and find picks whenever they want. But if the positioning is there, I like the engage coming on through with the Maev, with the Apocalypse, the Orphea ult. It's going to be a very big wombo should it come on through. We should be getting into our draft here in just a moment, or our game, I should say. And here it is, loading on in. On the left in the blue, it is Team Gobby Legs with Wise on the Leoric. Norseman going to be playing Garrosh. Lumi on the Anduin. It is Plio on the Kael'thas and Turtodidi on the Raynor. On the right in the red, it is ReGen Ghost. Aaron on the Sonya. Andrew playing Brightwing. Dubsy613 on the Orphea. Littlerock playing Maev. And Mongoose on the Diablo.
3, 2, 1.
Game number 1 of this Division B Northeast matchup is now underway. Garrosh looking for those Q stacks on level 1. Kael'thas wants the globes. It is going to be Exterminator here for Raynor, so really investing into that wave clear option, that camp clear option for Team Gobby Legs. Maev going to be looking to stack up those Umbral Binds with the Bonds of Justice quest to start things off, as Littlerock going for it right away. Didn't quite land it. Onto Turtodidi. Teams go ahead and clash, trying to pick up these gems in the early going. Pretty even on the wave clear here. Now I'm interested to see what the harassment's going to be like. Norseman looks like going to be rotating aggressively here for Team Gobby Legs. Looks like Team Gobby Legs is a little bit ahead here. Mongoose getting caught on the wall a little bit there. Not the full throw combo from Norseman. Littlerock going to counter the bind onto Plio. And this is what Garrosh can really do a lot of, which is interrupt rotations here against ReGen Ghost. We see Aaron moving on up from the top lane to try to catch a little bit of this wave. Mongoose going to get the flip. Didn't quite get the stun there onto Norseman, but the pullback from Littlerock is there. And you saw the combo trying to reposition again from ReGen Ghost. Mongoose gets thrown, and there's the full combo, bringing Diablo down to about 30% health there. The counter engage onto Turtodidi is good. Brightwing gonna get the heal there. But there you see it. ReGen Ghost is going to have to be very careful for that combo, especially now as Mongoose is on low health. Norse trying to move the cross, does get the throw, but a great reposition from Mongoose there. Oh, dipping down to, I think I saw 4 health. Raynor moving in to try to find the kill, but is pulled out of position. And first blood does go over to ReGen Ghost. See Maev moving on up here. Norseman is back, looking for a throw. Can't get the secondary stun. The warp out is good, and Littlerock will be safe. So that is something that good Diablos are going to do. They're going to use that Shadow Charge to reposition onto the Garrosh after the throw. So we'll have to see if there's any sort of adjustment made from Norseman here to possibly move back and reposition to not allow Diablo that avenue of escape. Or if that counter will continue. Both teams now nearing what they need for their first turn in. Checking in on the bottom lane here. Looks like Sonya is getting a little bit of the better of Leoric so far. Aaron was able to turn in earlier. You see those big splashes from the slams coming on through to help Sonya clear that lane oh so much faster. Looks like Wise is going to be able to get out of there, and Sonya is really ruling that matchup here in the early going. Norseman trying to turn in there, but Litterrock is watching and waiting. Mongoose interrupted as well, so both teams doing a good job maintaining vision, not allowing any free turn-ins here. Mongoose, has already used the Shadow Charge, but the full throw combo was not there. Andrew gonna take a little bit of extra Kael'thas damage there. Sonya is really bullying Wise down here. Leoric just has to wait at the wall. I'm interested to see whether we're going to see a rotation here from Team Gobby Legs onto that bottom lane to try to help out the Leoric and try to get those 22 gems off of their solo lane. Mongoose once again looking to be the target, but a nice polymorph there by Andrew will save Diablo. Sonya right up onto the wall here, just splashing onto these cannon towers. Getting value very quickly. Litterrock looking for a pull in the backline. He's going to land the Umbral Bind onto the DPS of Team Gobby Legs. Dubsy613 goes in, but gets CC'd and held in place. Orphea getting annihilated there. Great CC train coming on out from Team Gobby Legs. Finds their counter first kill. Sonya looking for Leoric here. Wise was able to turn in down there in that bottom lane. Norseman looking to drop off 20 here. Right now, Mongoose doesn't have enough for their own turn-in. Looks like Turdodidi and Norseman have broken off. I think they've created enough space here. We're looking for a counter turn-in, but Blue gets there quick enough. And Team Gobby Legs is going to have our first objective of the game. Top lane will be the focus for the meantime. Norseman waiting to try to cut off the rotations here. Wise able to get away with that Wraith Walk. Now the siege commences up here in the top lane. See ReGen Ghost trying to clear out that mid first. Maiev making their way up here to try to aid with this clear. But with Raynor and Kael'thas here, this wall is going down very, very fast. ReGen Ghost with the mid cleared, going to start their rotation. Wise coming up here as well, while Sonya deals with that bottom lane Webweaver. Looks like Team Gobby Legs isn't going to push their luck. They're going to rotate on out of here. And look for their level 10s. So getting half a fort off of the first Webweaver. A lot of teams get less. So we'll call that a win here for Team Gobby Legs. See Litterrock just looking to avoid a possible second turn in a row. Andrew has started this back bruiser. And level 10 has been achieved here for ReGen Ghost. Looking at the Apocalypse. The Blink Heal, Leap, Eternal Feast, and Warden's Cage. Pretty classic wombo combo here coming out for ReGen Ghost. On the side of Team Gobby Legs, we've got the Banshee, we've got the March of the Black King, Warlord's Challenge, Pyroblast, and Light Bomb. Interesting that we see the no Hyperion taken here by Turdodidi, deciding that the Siege was enough and not going with that Hyperion to help the push. We do have red Webweavers now in lane. It looks like ReGen Ghost is going to focus on the mid and use that Bruiser Camp to try to bully down this mid fort. Team Gobby Legs is here for the defense, looking for a throw, but Garrosh accidentally catches a minion there. And it's going to be tough trying to get this wave. Litterrock finds the pull onto Norseman, really pulling the Garrosh in. The leap is there, but no, the Web Weaver almost finding the kill onto Norseman, 25 health, and Garrosh escapes. Wise is coming around the outside here, looking for a possible march. Going to get flipped over. Uh-oh, isn't hitting a lot. There's the light bomb in. Wraithwalk going to have to get Wise out of there with those 36 gems. Letterrock just getting the huge resets on those knives. We take a look at the damage screen. We see Sonya actually leading the way with all that damage onto Leoric in the off lane. Looking to turn in here. Wise moving up is going to be spotted by Aaron. Looking for a turn in on the top side. Red is going to find their second turn in. That's going to... Uh-oh, Aaron may be caught out here. Sonya staying a little bit too long. Team Gobby Legs taking advantage here. That's going to set up a much easier defense now that Sonya's down. Gen Ghost looking to return the favor here. But rotating safely enough. Norseman is actually moving way out there. The throw into Mongoose is good, but the combo is not there. Warden's Cage, and we've got a full setup. There's the Apocalypse, and the Eternal Feast is just pecking away here. Will Norseman escape? No, the Web Weaver wave hits. Anduin fell as well, and we saw the full combo there. Coming on out from ReGen Ghost and getting that double kill. Quite nearly a triple kill. Sonya is up and pushing in the mid. Leoric has to move on down to the bottom lane, but I think this Web Weaver might have this bottom fort all locked up. There it goes. So top is going to go down here. Team Gobby Legs looking to try to prevent this from being a triple fort play. ReGen Ghost is already on top of this. No Web Weavers, but the wave looks like it's going to be enough damage here. And that's 3 forts down with that double turn-in. ReGen Ghost jumping way ahead in that XP from that maneuver. And now the rotation is good. Wise trying to get out of there with the 46 gems. Leoric has the unstoppable. Is it enough? It is. The pull. Oh, is it enough? The leap is not quite there. And Wise to the maneuvers of ReGen Ghost, does manage to escape. That is a spot that the offlaner gets caught so often here on Tomb of the Spider Queen. You feel like you're safe. You feel like you've got room to just be on, on your side of the map. Just in this area here, soaking these lanes. And ultimately, you don't have that kind of space. It's very, very difficult. Combo comes out onto the Diablo. The Light Bomb follow-up, and Diablo is stunned for a year here. Mongoose can't get out. Diablo is going to fall there, and the souls will reset. What a combo there from Team Gobby Legs. Wise desperately trying to drop off those 47 gems, and will do so. That was the biggest source of a possible upset there. But the blue Web Weavers are on the way. All ults are up on the side of ReGen Ghost, and all ults are actually down on the side of Team Gobby Legs. ReGen Ghost may be looking for something here. They're going to get the clear here in the top lane. As it moves up onto this top fort. Instead, they're just going to go ahead and clear up this objective. Top is cleared away in an instant. You see Norseman trying to spot the rotation here. Litterrock coming around the outside. There's the Banshee actually going to reveal the positioning there of Team Gobby Legs. As the push here in the mid continues. Maiev just waiting on the outside, looking for an engage here. This is exactly where ReGen Ghost wants to be. Litterrock's thinking about coming back around. Web Weaver is almost down. Litterrock gonna come on through. I'm waiting for that Maiev engage. I'm waiting for the shade to go out. Team Gobby Legs is allowed to escape there. Sonya moves on down to the bottom lane to clean up the last of this Web Weaver push. Horseman gonna spot the rotation here. Polymorph for the dismount. Litterrock, has caught 3 here. Oh, decides not to go for it. Not enough people in range. Maiev was in position. decided to take their chances and wait on 16 here. Looking at a double turn-in. Littlerock not able to get here in time, and we've got another blue web weaver phase going to be coming down the lanes here. Aaron got to be careful with this split. Wise is coming on down. The mid clear is looking to be the play from Team Gobby Legs. Maev once again looking for a flank here. The Rainer's Raider is going to spot Maev. Littlerock considering it. Goes into the back. There's the Warden's Cage. They're looking for the combo. Leap from Aaron is good. Lumi's going to get caught by the stun. Dubc613 comes across and Aaron goes down. Look at the Eternal Feast just ticking away here. Aaron's going to eat that Pyroblast. Norseman somehow still alive. Garrosh finally going to go down. Littlerock is counter-killed there by Team Gobby Legs. And look at the damage going out from Pleo. Mongoose and Dubc613 making sure not to spread that fire. But it's a 2-for-1 on for ReGen Ghost, but all the while this objective was pushing. Bottom fort is going to be taken out here. Mid fort may not go down. We'll see what the pressure is like from these three. They're going to have to start backing off. Top lane is going to be cleaned up by ReGen Ghost. Overall, though, even though they lost a couple in that engagement, Team Gobby Legs did a great job of taking this map back.
It is over.
Bottom camp up and available here to Turdodidi in range to start that up. Moving very aggressively here. Mongoose may catch them. Leo and Turdodidi looking to escape, and looks like they will do so. ReGen Ghost has enough for their next turn in. Uh-oh. Team Gobby Legs is on their back camp. Could we have a full turn here? Andrew's going to double check before turning in. Here comes the Raider. They need Andrew's 6. Oh, the Raider's not going to take the shots, and here come the red web weavers. And that's going to be the last of the gems for pretty much both of these teams. So after this, there's really just going to be a lot of posturing around the boss. We'll see if ReGen Ghost has what it takes to take another fight here. They do have all their ults up and available. Top is going to passively push out bottom lane. It's going to be moving a little bit faster here, but Team Gobby Legs want to make sure that they're mirroring ReGen Ghost here. And not allowing them to push for free. Top and bottom lanes are starting to creep across. Littlerock on the flank, looking to warp in should Team Gobby Legs step out. Taking the slow fight here is ReGen Ghost. They really want those lanes to start to push up, as the keep walls are now in sight for these web weavers. Norseman looking for a throw over this wall. Oh, Mongoose got to be careful there. The gate is down, and it looks like the mid keep wall will be taken out by ReGen Ghost. We see Team Gobby Legs starting to split here. Oh, the throw into Mongoose just not there again. Norseman having a little bit of trouble with that throw targeting. So Mongoose is going to escape. Web Weavers are taken out. Now both teams need to do a little bit of farming. They want to get their next turn in here. Uh-oh, Littlerock and Aaron are here. Mongoose going to reposition. There's the Warden's Cage onto the back line. Leo going to be pulled into the Eternal Feast, and that's going to be Kael'thas taken out. Norseman trying to escape. Turdodidi's pulled out, but going to be saved by both the Leap of Faith and the Into the Fray. Garrosh going to go down for the trouble, though. 2 kills for ReGen Ghost, and they may be setting up for a keep. Keep damage is out. Wise is looking to move up with that March of the Black King. Oh, it's not up for another 20 seconds here. But we'll get the wave clear. ReGen Ghost thinking about moving in. They've got another wave on the way here. They're going to clear this blue wave, and they're going to start right back up onto this keep. Polymorph is good. Wise trying to get away here. Is going to get out. Hellgate from Mongoose. Not enough to catch Leoric. Mid keep is going to go down, though. Level 20s have arrived for ReGen Ghost as well. Are they going to try to snap a boss? Looks like Aaron headed down to the bottom lane. It looks like they're going to go and jump on the camps here. Sonya heading off to this siege camp. The rest of the crew gonna work on the bruisers. Team Gobby Legs looking to possibly invade this bottom camp. Aaron is gonna finish up here and mount on out of there. Not a moment too soon. We've got about a half a level till 20. ReGen Ghost is going to try to set up on this boss. WC613 going to start it up here. Mongoose going to keep an eye on things before going in to help out with this clear. Here comes Team Gobby Legs. This wave might be all they need for 20s. They're so close here. There's the Indomitable. Norseman is going to move on in. The boss will be leashed, and 20s are here. Litterock going to get the pull into Turdadidi. There's the big combo. Area Crater. The Warden's Cage is out. Aaron is taking a ton of damage, though. Raynor takes out the Sonya. Mongoose trying to reposition. The throw from Norseman is good. Anduin with the big pull. Diablo souls are reset. WC613 gets hit by that Flame Strike. Litterock manages to escape. It's going to be the 2 kills, but Diablo back on the battlefield. But Team Gobby Legs somehow able to evade the majority of the wombo damage from ReGen Ghost. And they are going to claim this boss. Not quite a turn in behind it. They need another 9 gems here. Should get those soon. They need another 5. Leoric trying to farm some in the back line here. They're not pushing with the boss. They're just going to let that roam and try to get a turn-in off of this. These gems here, along with what Leoric just picked up, should be enough for Team Gobby Legs. ReGen Ghost chewing through this boss here in the top lane. And it looks like it is going to be enough. Just another couple to turn in here, and Lumi will have those. Come the blue web weavers. Red is fairly pushed out. So the blue web weavers will be spawning in, neutral positions at best. Here for Team Gobby Legs. Norseman going to move across. Mongoose waiting for an opportunity there. Norseman is going to catch them. Here comes Litterock, though, looking for a warp into the back line, but that spell shield is going to deter them. Looks like Team Gobby Legs, they're going to look for something here. Nice polymorph is going to be enough to secure Mongoose's escape. Shui coming in with the 10 squats. We'll make sure to get those after this game. Litterock looking for a pull there. Not going to find it. As the dance continues, Norseman looking for something once again. Going to get the throw onto Garrosh. He's going to use the Hellgate to get on out of there. Litterock in the back line. Going to get one pull. Area Crater is out. The whole combo is here. ReGen Ghost trying to find Turdadidi. Raynor and Garrosh are going to go down. Litterock trying to escape. Light Bomb onto Leoric is going to hit the Orphea. A lot of low health bars over on the side of ReGen Ghost, but the 2 kills go their way. Aaron is trying to clean up the top lane. Bottom lane going to be cleaned up here by Litterock. But there isn't a whole lot ReGen Ghost can do here. Boss not up and available. Lanes are pretty much all the way pushed in. All they can really do at this point is try to reclaim the map in these 30 seconds. Aaron gonna push out the mid. Gonna head on down to this siege camp, because it's basically the only thing left to do on the map. But 20 gems away now from their turn-in is ReGen Ghost. Not too many extra lanes to pick up, but more than a handful. Just going ahead and picking up every camp they can to try to help this lane pressure. Fortunately, that is going to drive the gems away from them here. They're showing that the objective and the push isn't exactly how they're trying to win this game. They're just going for the big team fights, and in another 10 seconds, they'll have all of their ults up and available. Mongoose is going to start to come across here. They will be spotted by the Banshee of Raynor. Now Both teams are just going to be playing pretty safely here. Cruiser camp going to be escorted up the mid here by ReGen Ghost. We'll see if they're going to start to fish here. Cruiser camp along with the accompanying wave is moving in. ReGen Ghost doesn't want to fight under the core here. Instead is going to move on back and try to pick up a couple more of these gems. Right wing down in the bottom lane trying to expedite this process. Litterock maintaining vision in the mid here. Right wing got to be careful. Doesn't have a retreat path. Uses the boost on that pixie dust to get away from the advancing Team Gobby legs. Getting close to a next turn in here. Another 3 gems. That is going to be enough right there. Right wing has to turn in though. Andrew coming on up here to start the channel. Garrosh will not be here to interrupt. And our next web weavers are coming on through. I expect this to be the last web weaver phase of the game here. Mongoose, oh, he's going to come across here. Tries to get the dismount. Turdadidi gets the pushback. Oh, and the Warden's Cage is not going to catch anybody. That's a huge defense there for Team Gobby legs. I'm surprised. I thought Mongoose was going to hit that shadow charge, but went for the Flame Stomp dismount and didn't quite get it. That's Warden's Cage down. Norseman is coming across looking for Dubsy613. Orphea is going to reposition. Stun is going to land there. Aaron on the backline is all over Pleo. There's the Apocalypse combo with the Eternal Feast. Pleo trying to get away as Dubsy613 is on the chase. Kael'thas is going to go down here. Norseman is polymorphed. The slam's coming on through. That's it for Garrosh. Litterock getting poked out there by Wise. Gets the pull there onto Leoric. That's 2 members down, and the Web Weavers are on the way here. This could be trouble. Team Gobby legs trying to put up the big defense. Wise gets the connection onto 2. Mongoose got to be careful in that back line, especially versus this Leoric. Wise now with the full level 20 build setup is going to be dealing a lot of extra damage. 30 seconds they have here. Core is down to 89% with no shields, and ReGen Ghost are going to go for it. Sonya is starting the slam train. Wise trying to move in there. There's the Ariat Crater. It's going to land onto Raynor. Eternal Feast is out. Turdadidi manages to escape. Litterock is getting poked down there by Raynor. Core at 50% here. Stun is going to be good onto Sonya. Rooted as well. Aaron got to be careful moving around the core with that spin. 14%. And that is going to be it. ReGen Ghost hang on and pick up the victory there in game number 1. GG. Boy. That was anything but easy there at the end there for ReGen Ghost. They picked up the kills, but moving into a level 20 Leoric is no laughing matter. We see there for Team Gobby legs, Leoric actually almost passing Raynor for top hero damage at the end there for Team Gobby legs. Wise doing a good job in that one. Dubsy613 on the Orphea, leading the way for ReGen Ghost with 71k. I just want to confirm this build here. Yeah, that was the full level 20 Leoric build. You go with the Drain talents, you pick up the Death March at 20. We saw that connection there at the end. Whew, that was a lot. Great stuff. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm just checking on the talents. Everything looking fairly regular. Cool. Alrighty. 10 squats are owed, so we'll get that before the break.
Your knee and your shoulders are in the same alignment, and you're going to press your hip down gently. Ready, go. On 1, 2, 3, 4. Stretch back. Good. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And stretch back. Good. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Stretching back. Keep your hip down. Just 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4.
And there you have it. Alrighty. Set that up. Looks like we are going to Dragonshire for our next map. But I'm going to go to a short break because I need to get some more water. When we come on back, it's going to be more Team Gobby Legs versus ReGen Ghost. Sit tight. Alrighty, welcome back. We are getting set up here for game number 2 between Team Gobby Legs and ReGen Ghost. We should have our lobby up here. Our lobby is up. We should be up and going here in just a minute. For the break, Shui can redeeming the drink water. Don't mind if I do. Delicieux. Alrighty. If you are just joining us, we'll go over the map bans real quick. Team Gobby Legs did ban out Infernal Shrines and Cursed Hollow. ReGen Ghost banned out Braxis Holdout and Battlefield of Eternity. ReGen Ghost taking the first victory there on Tomb of the Spider Queen, and we are going to be setting up here for Dragonshire for game number 2 as chosen by Team Gobby Legs. So ReGen Ghost will have the first pick in this one. Yeah, just looking at that last match, Leoric was almost the turnaround there for Team Gobby Legs. Like that big combo. We saw it tried on that top keep. It only landed on the 2 heroes. If that had connected with Mongoose, that was definitely a dead Diablo. But yeah, ReGen Ghost with the slow roll, the sustained move onto the core there, able to get their positioning right and ultimately take it down. Great work there for sure. Alrighty. Teams are almost ready. We'll have ourselves a game number 2 in just a moment. And I'm interested to see what the call is going to be here on Dragonshire. It's a very different map from Tomb of the Spider Queen. Skirmishing is key. Communication is key. And taking advantage of vision. Very important here on Dragonshire. Monsieur Crushinator. How's it going, Ewok? C'est moi. I know enough French to embarrass myself, I'll put it that way. Tyke is going to be the ban once again here by ReGen Ghost. Not surprising, that was the opening ban from them last game. Taking a look at the last comps, yeah, neither one of them... Well, I guess Maiev Sonya kind of counts as a double bruiser. I wouldn't exactly call Maiev a bruiser. Maev's not really up in it, doing a whole lot of damage and sustaining the way the other bruisers are. But we do sometimes see what is basically a double solo laner setup here on Dragonshire. I'm interested if either of these teams are going to go with that setup. This glass, yeah, my wife got these. They just look like tall boys. Just nice and comfortable to drink out of. Sonya, banned out here by ReGen Ghost. Interesting ban there. Aaron was the one who played it last time. And Sonya does have, you know, just a lot of great matchups in the 1v1, but I guess they're looking for something else here. And Chromie, gonna be the ban by Team Gobby Legs. Sonya ban is interesting. The first thing I think of is maybe they're trying to do something like a Deathwing. Like, Sonya just has a lot of great matchups and also, coincidentally, goes W build all the time, which is really tough for Deathwing to deal with. Questions that need answering. ReGen Ghost, ooh, gonna pick up the Mei as well. That's a pretty handy Deathwing counter, too. Vous êtes un grand lanceur de sault, monsieur. Continue votre bon travail. Thank you very much, Shui. I appreciate the kind words. Cleo and Wise gonna go with the Kael'thas and the Leoric once again. Sticking with the same heroes. Littlerock gonna steal away the Raynor, and Andrew going back to the Brightwings. So a lot of same heroes coming on out from both sides. A couple of counter bans, a couple of switch ups, but Team Gobby Legs sticking with the plan. Going into Dragonshire here. interested to see what the ban is going to be here. Gazlo banned away by Team Gobby Legs. I mean, with the Wombo style that ReGen Ghost presented there, Gazlo would lend into that. I will say that. Will be once again the Stukov taken away by ReGen Ghost. I'm still looking at this draft thinking it might be a Deathwing. Leoric was already taken by Team Gobby Legs. Usually you want something with some slows, something with some roots. I mean, it could be like a hyper carry Rainer and you go into Blaze Deathwing. Deckard Diablo going to be the pickup here for Team Gobby Legs. Pretty classic engage combo with the Kael'thas. Prove me wrong. What's your pick? It's a Vikings pick. And I call it yes! Oh! From the outset, I called that. From the Sonya ban, I called that. God, I'm so good. Dubc613 gonna lock in the Deathwing. I did not call the Lost Vikings. I was thinking it could have been a setup hero. They're gonna go with just the setup of the May. And this is quite the push coming through from ReGen Ghost. What is Turdo Didi to do? Gonna go with the Greymane. Gonna try that Cursed Bullet into the Deathwing. Try to get a little bit of softening up damage. The Kael'thas can take them down. Wow, that's some spiciness coming on out here from ReGen Ghost, I must say. Yeah, like I'm looking at this. It's gotta be 4 in the bottom lane for ReGen Ghost with the Vikings split. Leoric is gonna want to be, man, that is a tough setup for Team Gobby Legs to deal with because you want Greymane. You kind of want both Leoric and Greymane into this Deathwing. But there's not a lot of great hunters on the side of Team Gobby Legs either. Alright, let's see it.
Heroes, prepare for combat.
On the left in the blue, fighting for their series lives is Team Gobby Legs. Norseman on the Diablo, Turdodidi on the Greymane, Lumi on that Deckard, Plio on the Kael'thas, and Wise on the Leoric. On the right in the red, we have ReGen Ghost with Dubc613 on the Deathwing, Mongoose is on the May, Litterrock playing the Rainer, Andrew on the Brightwing, and it is Aaron on the Lost Vikings.
2, 1. Let the battle begin.
Looks like the Vikings are splitting top-bottom here to start things off. We've got the rest of ReGen Ghost here in the mid. Flip onto, oh, sorry, I got something on my nose there. Flip onto Mongoose, but the damage will be onto Norseman. Dubc613 trying to clear up that mid. That is a little bit of a weakness on the side of ReGen Ghost here. A lot of their wave clear is tied up in this Deathwing. And now we see the rotation onto the bottom lane. Eric going to start moving up to the mid. So right now, Leoric doing some double soaking. Rainer in the mid is trying to harass Wise here, and that's a good idea here for ReGen Ghost. If Leoric is allowed to double soak basically uncontested, that is something that can work well into the Vikings. But if Litterrock makes it so Wise can't move up to this top lane easily, that's going to give a big, big XP advantage over to ReGen Ghost. And we can see that now. The minion XP 600 ahead here, as Leoric has just been stuck in the mid lane. Finally able to move out here as Rainer moves on back to that siege camp. Right, we're going to go ahead and heal up May there. Turdodidi working on the left side camp. Polymorph is good onto Norseman. Diablo kind of getting body blocked by Deathwing here. The stun coming out as well, and can the reposition actually happen? Norseman with nowhere to go. just body blocked for eternity around this shrine, and Diablo will fall his first blood. Greymane trying to soak the mid, but Littlerock once again harassing in the mid lane. As ReGen Ghost is just roasting this front wall. Lumi has to head on back and get some mana. And before level 10 here, Team Gobby Legs just doesn't have a great way. Gosh, excuse me. To work through these first couple armor plates of Deathwing. Wall is going to be taken out here by ReGen Ghost. Wise able to grab the stop point for now as Aaron giving the Orc the runaround. Looking for a flank here. Is Team Gobby Legs not able to find Aaron? Uh-oh, Turtididi could be in trouble here. Greymane warps back in, tries to use the Razor Swipe to escape. Gets away from the Molten Breath and picks up a couple of those Deckard potions. Looks like Turtididi's going to be okay for now. Norseman in the back line. Uh-oh, Dubsy613 maybe looking for the body block once again. Greymane down on the outside. Norseman able to reposition, but Mongo's going to push him right back in. Norseman looking for a way out. The stun is there. There's just no damage. Littlerock was on the outside working on the other members of Team Gobby Legs, and Norseman manages to escape. Vikings do manage to grab themselves a Dragon Knight here as Wise has just been caught in the top lane here, trying to control that point. And ReGen Ghost, they may have found a comp that, Team Gobby Legs just doesn't have an answer to. The only thing I can say for Team Gobby Legs right now is they've got to just hold on till 10 and wait for the Deathwing counters to come on in. Deathwing moving on up here, finds the stun, and follow-up with the Molten Breath is going to be mostly missed here. Wise trying to head on back up to that top lane. ReGen Ghost now over a full level ahead here in the early going. See Raynor heading on back to this Bruiser camp, going to go ahead and work on that. Aaron just doing some harass there in the top lane with those Vikings. Hey, in some trouble here. Is going to be saved by Brightwing, but can Andrew make it on out? Will do so. So a little bit of kill pressure coming out from Team Gobby Legs there. Littlerock, after much consternation and mana used, is going to pick up that Bruiser camp and head on back to base. Siege camps are going to be picked up by both of our teams. And Aaron is just being a pest here, trying to work on these wells. Evoking a big response there from Team Gobby Legs as they move on up to grab this Bruiser. I did not realize... I mean, I guess it's technically open for something like a Vikings where if Eric goes down there, it's not a huge deal. Yeah, I think like a Murky could probably get back here too, given the spacing. It'd be impressive. But it might be possible. Team Gobby Legs in the area here, but level 10s have arrived for ReGen Ghost. We do have the Ice Wall, Blink Heal, Bellring Roar. That is the play again from the Vikings, and it is going to be Hyperion for the Raynor. Brightwing headed on up to the top lane to help clear away this camp. It was taken by Team Gobby Legs. You see ReGen Ghost piled in the mid, looking for the rotating Leoric. Mongoose going to move along the outside. Will be spotted by Norseman, though. Looks like there will not be a 10-9 fight to be had. Wise able to use the Wraithwalk to escape. Oops, sorry about that. Level 10's about to be here for Team Gobby Legs. See what the ultimate choices are going to be. We've got the Entomb. We've got the Go for the Throat here, so no, interesting. Going for the Go for the Throat resets and trying to kill the backline so that we focus not onto Deathwing, but instead onto everyone around Deathwing. Pyroblast, Stay a While and Listen, and Apocalypse also coming on out here for Team Gobby Legs. Turtodidi going to work on the outside here. Ice Wall is going to trap Norseman in. Nice damage coming out from Turdadidi, but it's going to be blinded by May. There's the big combo going to land onto May here. Pyroblast coming out as well. Mongoose able to pop the trait, and warping on in is Andrew, putting May right back to full health. Greymane with nowhere to go is going to be caught there. Lumi trying to throw out a potion to help save Norseman. Diablo starting to move back, but that's starting to add up, that damage. Oh, a great root from Deckard, but Dubsy613 with the Bellowing Roar is going to keep Diablo trapped. Norseman is caught, and Diablo is down. Mongoose trying to cut off the Kael'thas now, who avoids the stun. Can Pleo actually get out of here? Molten Breath is enough, barely, to take out the Kael'thas. You see Wise continuing to duel away on this point, forcing Olaf back. Andrew grabbing this bottom point here. Can the Vikings actually force Wise off this point, or does Leoric just have to stay? Leoric we see moving around to clear this lane, and that's going to allow Aaron to grab the top point here. Can Leoric get here in time? No.
Red team has destroyed.
We're going to see Aaron again, and that's going to be a dragon heading on over to ReGen Ghost. That's such a hard call to make, because, I mean, you need your level 13s, but you know if you step off that point, that's a Dragon Knight going over to ReGen Ghost. Instead, they're going to give that up, try to allow Leoric some time to find level 13 here for Team Gobby Legs. Continuing to roast this bottom lane with the Dragon Knight. Level 13 Molten Breath is online for Deathwing, going to significantly extend the amount of time that breath can be out. Wise coming around the outside here. Doesn't find the drain. Is going to have to use the Wraithwalk to move back. Deathwing's actually dropped down to a quarter here, getting targeted by the Pyroblast. And that is it for Deathwing. Ice Wall comes out to try to stop the engage. Big combo from Kael'thas, going to land onto 2, and Littlerock is in all sorts of trouble. Raynor goes down. Andrew going to be jumped on as well, but there's the blink. Is the blizzard actually enough here? The stun is going to land. Andrew and Mongoose are going to escape. Aaron up in the top lane with those Vikings. Just casting as much XP into that wall as possible while Leoric was away. Team Gobby Legs starting to find their footing here. They find a couple kills, but they're going to need more to get that catch-up experience to really start kicking in. See ReGen Ghost trying to clear away this stolen camp while the fort wall is being sieged. Deathwing is back, Raynor is back, ReGen Ghost is back to full strength. We'll see whether ReGen Ghost can turn this around. They're not going to wait for their 16s. Ice Wall is not going to land onto the back line. Turdadidi is trapped though. Norseman moved back. Turdadidi going straight in there looking for Mongoose, but May is able to pop the trait. Big potion from Deckard, going to heal up this Greymane. And 16s are here for ReGen Ghost, and they're going to use that advantage to grab this bottom bruiser. Team Gobby Legs on the left side siege. Leoric has been managing to do a little bit of double soaking now and again, which has not been an easy feat so far this game. Back bruiser, now worked on by Team Gobby Legs. We're going to see ReGen Ghost just go ahead and clear away this bottom lane. We'll see whether they keep up the pressure. This keep is now exposed. It looks like they are just going to rotate through the mid. Possibly look for Leoric here. Mongoose going to move on up. Nice angle there from Wise. Going through the mid would mean May almost certainly catches them out there. Wise moving on up to the top lane, trying to aid this push. Littlerock and Dubsy trying to get the counter pressure with a bruiser camp of their own. Level 16s are nearly here for Team Gobby Legs.
Hero slain.
Eric falls in the mid to the rotations of Team Gobby Legs. Now with top cleared away, where will the teams go? Uh-oh, Wise could be in a world of hurt. The full rotation coming on through. Pushed back. Wise is going to come in, but does not have the long Wraith Walk. That's going to be Leoric going down in the top lane. counter push in the bottom lane. I like this from Team Gobby Legs. They see the whole enemy team is up there in the top. ReGen Ghost is going to work on this top fort, which will almost certainly be going down in just a moment. Team Gobby Legs getting their own value here. Turtodidi's not done. Wants to go in and try to get some damage on this wall. You see Wise just being that mobile ward, ready to come up and try to clear this big push. Turtodidi going to retreat for safety here. Right now we see Norseman moving on up to the top lane, looking for a possible cap. As ReGen Ghost just going to rotate around. Find their shrine on the other side of the map. Turtodidi inconclusive on the destination. Vikings playing safely. One of them's up here having a grand old time. Eric is just going to harass Wise, while the other two have some lemonade. Actually have an Entomb coming on out there, interestingly enough. The full rotation onto Eric is there. ReGen Ghost in the area. I mean, I guess Entomb's a short enough cooldown. Vikings do manage to grab this top point. Team Gobby Legs. They're going to have to make something happen soon because 20 is not that far away here for ReGen Ghost. I imagine that's their main plan, is they're just kind of hanging out. They're going to rotate, they're going to use the Vikings, and they're going to wait for 20s. Litterock moving on out here. Putting some harassment onto Norseman. Wise finds the Entomb there onto Deathwing. Dubsy613 is not going to retreat, but maybe could have. The Ice Wall comes on out. They're going to try to roast too. Pyroblast onto Deathwing in the back. Not going to be enough, but the Flame Strike will be enough. Deathwing falls here. Team Gobby Legs trying to turn this around. Sleep is going to catch one. Litterock trying to escape here. Wise almost falling as well. Mongoose has enough tools in the toolkit to get on out of there. But that's Deathwing down before level 20s could hit. I'm not sure if the Cataclysm wasn't available, or they just thought that they could turn that thing around. Now ReGen Ghost is without Deathwing, and we'll have to see whether it's going to be enough. Wise now definitely has enough talents to duel an Olaf. And it looks like we may be looking at our first dragon of the game here. Litterock coming across. Is it going to be an interrupt? No. Oh, it's actually going to be capped in the bottom lane by Mongoose. May, may have overstayed. May have the flash freeze. Mongoose is going to survive here. The Ice Wall comes out onto 2. Blizzard a little bit too soon for the stun. Mongoose does have the flash freeze if necessary. That is going to be popped right there. Mongoose finally going to go down. Getting a little bit caught on the terrain with that icing. Now with May down for a full minute. Team Gobby Legs definitely looking like they're back in the driver's seat. Aaron looking to harass the mid. Is going to be caught there by Greymane. And Pleo will pick up a Dragon Knight. Will not pick up a Dragon Knight. Look at that. The rotation from ReGen Ghost with down their tank. Olaf taken out by Wise there in the top lane. The delays coming on out from ReGen Ghost have been very, very good here. If they can get a couple more here, they might just find enough time for May. Look at that, they're trying to take back the top. Wise is here trying to hold this point. There's no interrupt here. Oh, the lava pool is out from Deathwing, and it's going to be interrupted again.
Hero slain.
Oh, Leoric actually going down. I thought Wise was out of there. I moved the camera. Leoric going to go down, going to look to drain their way back onto the map. But May is here. Mongo's going to go ahead and check this out. Can the rest of ReGen Ghost get here in time? Ice Wall will not land, but Deathwing is flying on in. Turtodidi in all sorts of trouble, going to get stunned out, and Greymane is down. The Vikings as 3 are coming on in to harass Pleo. Look at all the damage Kael'thas is taking. Big Sleep is going to stop the Rainer. And now 2 down. Leoric on the way back soon. ReGen Ghost taking this bottom point. Can Norseman get here in time? Aaron looking for the cap. Polymorph is good. Norseman is going to get the first interrupt. Regen Ghost. Oh, there's the Silence Entomb. Oh, but May gets pushed out of it. Norseman gets caught in the Deathwing flames. Apoc comes out. Diablo is going to go down. That's a soul reset here. Aaron once again looking for the channel. And that's a dragon going over to Regen Ghost. What a combination there. WC613 got to be a little bit careful. That Kael'thas damage really starting to add up. So we see the dragon now pushing through the bottom lane. There's not going to be minion wave support here. Wave is caught over on the right side of the map. Dragon Knight will almost certainly be able to take this down, but we'll see if the Dragon Knight can get away. May is taken down here. Leoric with the kill. Pyroblast out onto Dubsy. Trying to Cataclysm away and possibly get into the sky. It's not going to be enough. Deathwing is down. Looking for the Lost Vikings kill once again here. Team Gobby Legs not going to quite find it. Bottom keep did go down. They lost 2 in the process, and this game will continue here. With 1 siege camp, Team Gobby Legs looking to step up and put some damage onto this bottom keep, with May down for another 24 seconds. Deathwing down for 34 seconds. Gonna try to get some damage here. They do have minion support. So we'll see how far that they can go. Turtadidi with those splashing auto attacks. Gonna start bringing the pain through the back of that keep. Hyperion out to try to dissuade the members of Team Gobby Legs, but Mongoose is back. Deathwing is not yet back. Mongoose gonna hit the ice wall, is gonna land onto 1. Blizzard, I don't think that's enough. Greymane gets out of there. Turtadidi on half health is trying to move up and deal some damage. Littlerock could be in all sorts of trouble here. Warp in from Deathwing is gonna be enough. Or warp in from Brightwing, I should say, as Deathwing returns to the battlefield. I guess Brightwing's got that little Deathwing skin. Look at that. Look at that little Deathwing. Regen Ghost looking to claim their siege camp. This could be a tough alley. Lava Pool is out. Olaf and Eric pushing in the off lanes here. Dubsy613 roasting the camp, but can anyone get onto the point? Lumi will jump up, and there's the Apocalypse. Diablo gonna go down here. Cataclysm is out on the chase, and that is a full Diablo death. Wise on the outside is coming on back to try to deal the pain to Dubsy. Has to back on out of there.
Hero slain.
The objective is up as well. The Vikings are splitting. May is gone to the bottom point, and this could be game. Can we get a Viking to channel? Turtadidi coming on up to try to interrupt with the rest of Team Gobby Legs. Oh, Greymane almost goes down to the combo from Littlerock. Deathwing drops on down. Ice Wall trying to cut off Wise here. The Dragon Knight is claimed. Leoric is caught in the backline. Can they get Wise down? Polymorph lasts just long enough. And that's Leoric down. This Dragon Knight gonna start moving towards the bottom lane, and looking to possibly end this game is Regen Ghost. Here comes the dragon. Is there enough damage? Already down to 70% health here. Gonna go straight to core. Diablo is up. Stun is good onto May. There's the Hyperion. That's a ton of damage coming on out from Regen Ghost. Dragon Knight down below 50%. The core falling fast. Dubsy613 in the back is trying to roast this core 40%. Dragon Knight is almost down 20% on the core. Regen Ghost sticks it out and finds the 2-0 series victory. GG. As I accidentally put 3 on the score sheet. Let me go ahead and fix that. Fantastic. Alrighty. DB Smiley coming in with the raid of 10. We just finished up the 2-0 victory here for Regen Ghost, but we do have an interview coming up soon. Go ahead and update that. There we go. With or without balls, coming in with the 6 has arrived just in time for the post-series interview. Welcome all. Take a quick look at the final stat screen here. Plyo on the Kael'thas, 63,000 hero damage. Starting to do a lot to that Deathwing at the end of the game there, so that was a lot of good damage coming on out. Raynor, played by Littlerock, over 100,000 damage there for Raynor. Littlerock putting on an absolute show out there, and that's with Exterminator on 1. We saw Raynor deal 100k. Incredible stuff, incredible stuff. Take a quick look at the talents, and then we'll see if we can find ourselves an interview with our winners. And here we are. I am joined by Mongoose. Welcome.
Hey, Crush.
Congratulations on the 2-0. Hard-fought victories there.
Yeah, those were fun. They didn't feel like a 2-0, honestly, because both those games were really close.
Yeah, that was, wow, really, really back and forth there. Let's talk about the Tomb of the Spider Queen to start things off. We had a pretty long one. Neither team could really get the upper hand through that mid game. It was double turn in for one side, double turn in for the other side. Was there something going on with those advantages you were trying to build that you just weren't able to pull the trigger, or was it just an outstanding defensive effort that led us into the super late game there?
I think it was the Garrosh effect, honestly. We were very concerned about the Garrosh throw. And so we were trying very, very hard not to give him anything. And their Garrosh player was also really patient. And so I think because of that, he was waiting for the right target to throw. And we were very concerned with not giving that to him and trying to give our Maiev a chance to kind of get past him and onto the backside. So I think there was a lot of posturing back and forth that game because of that. Okay,
yeah, we definitely saw Littlerock there looking for opportunities to flank on the Mei. And it was just, is it the right time? Is it not the right time? Some good decisions and choices there. And it seemed like Team Gobby Legs was starting to get your number there on some of those late engages in the team fights. Were there any adjustments that had to be made on timing or on targets for you to come through in the end?
Yeah, I think there was a little bit of an adjustment. I don't know who was playing Raynor on their team, but he actually landed,
I believe.
Yeah, he landed some really good shotguns on Lid when he was coming in with Maiev, and it kind of disrupted what we were trying to do with that a little. So kind of the adjustment, I think, was when that didn't work, we just pivoted onto the Sonya leap. It was, all right, well, the cage isn't there, so now we just key on the leap. And that's, I think, what turned it around toward the end is we started keying on the leap more, which is not harder for the other team to interrupt than the Maiev. And once we started keying on the leap a little bit more, I think it kind of started to sway the other direction a little bit.
All right, fantastic. Picking up the win there in game number 1. We saw Team Gobby Legs choose Dragonshire there in game number 2. Now, we saw the draft coming on out from you guys in the end. We had the TLV and the Deathwing. I had a little bit of an inkling that Deathwing might have been the call there from the Sonya ban in the opening, but I did not expect a TLV alongside that. With a draft like that, what are the advantages you're looking to gain in the early game, and how do you try to stretch that out as the game goes on with a comp like this?
Well, I think the main, the really obvious answer is the advantage to the Vikings is there's just more bodies on the map. So one of the ways to take that away if you're the other team is you got to get kills. So that means when you're on the Viking team, you want to play with controlled aggression. You want to have presence on the battlefield to keep the other team from rotating away, but you can't step forward and die. So it's about in that bottom lane putting pressure, being present, but not doing so to the point that they can kill you and take away your numbers advantage, if that makes sense.
Okay, so it wasn't just a push for victory through all lanes at all times and just say, we've got the bodies to deal with it. There's still some nuance there to be had.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I mean, because if you're dying, your numbers advantage is gone. The Vikings aren't going to do you. That's the biggest thing is is not to die, but you can't play passive to the point that the extra advantage that you have in the other lanes isn't leveraging something, right? So you got to leverage something with your advantage.
Makes sense, absolutely. So when it came to the team fights against that comp there, we had the Diablo, Greymane, Kael'thas, the Leoric, and the Deckard. Was there, when you have sort of a main plan there with the Deathwing combo, is there a particular cooldown you're looking for on the other side when you're waiting to go in? Is there a particular target you're hoping to catch, or is it really just the first thing that comes along?
I mean, ideally, you always want to catch somebody on the back line if possible. That's not always possible. But we weren't really looking for specific cooldowns. It was, well, at least pre-20 anyway. I think you're looking more for the opportunity that the other team has given you, maybe by stepping up too far forward or being forced into a bad position. Post 20 Leoric, you're always aware of Entomb. The silence Entomb is so good. But pre-20, it wasn't really the cooldowns as much as looking for a positioning advantage to leverage cooldowns onto them.
Okay, so a lot more about the positioning than the individual abilities. Makes sense there. All right, well, that's a 2-0 victory for you. Congratulations there. We'll take a look here. That pretty much solidifies you right near the top of the standings. Team Gobby Legs was up there as well in points, so would not be surprised to see you both in the playoffs, which are kind of rapidly approaching here. Are there any final matchups here in the regular season you're really looking forward to, or any rematches in the playoffs that you're hoping to get back?
Not looking at the playoffs too much. We have some friends on Nexus Cats, and the last time we played them, they beat us up pretty good. So we're looking forward to playing those guys again. That's always fun. I think, if my memory serves me right, I think that's our last game of the season, last match of the season. So that should be a fun one. Other than that, I think it's just a matter of trying to keep playing well, because we're playing fairly well right now, and hopefully lock in that number 2 seed. I don't know if anybody's going to catch Owls at this point, but got that number 2 seed right in our sights, hopefully.
Absolutely. All right, well, congratulations again on the victory. The floor is yours. Any shout-outs you'd like to make before we close things down here?
Shout outs to Gobby Legs. Really fun games. Very, very close. We actually said after game 1, I was like, I think that's the closest game we've had this season, or certainly one of them. So fun sets to those guys. Looking forward to playing them again in the future here sometime. Shout out to Murda and our friends at ReGen. It's always nice to see friendly faces in Twitch chat. I'm sure there were a few today, so shout out to those guys. And then, of course, Caster, as always. We appreciate the cast, so thanks for grabbing it.
My pleasure entirely. All right, Mongoose, thank you very much for coming on by, and good luck going forward.
Good night.